It's TJ with ICT Billet. Today we're going to talk through installing a cam phaser limiter or lockout using the Cammotion tool, part number tool-001. You can get this part from us, from Cammotion, or a similar part from Comp Cams. A couple things to point out. You'll notice that both of these here are actually zip tied together in a bundle. And this is something that GM's pretty picky about because there's nothing actually holding these parts together, just roll pins, so they could pull apart. So anytime these are off of the engine, they recommend holding them together with a zip tie. Now, as we work in this in the bench vise, we'll install a nut and bolt through the center as a safety, and then we can take the tension off of the spring and then disassemble the part. The process is pretty straightforward. The tools you'll need are a bench vise, a T25 Torx Plus if you're working on Gen 4 or early Gen 5, or a T30 Torx Plus if you're working on a Gen 5 Plus, that's the 2019 or newer. 3/8 drive ratchet and a torque wrench to put it back together. This is an inch-pounds torque wrench. There are a couple things to point out. On the front, on this Gen 5 Plus, you can see there's one pin lined up approximately with this mark. That is what holds the spring in this assembly. That is a bolt we will not take all the way out. We will just loosen that. Now on the back side, there's another mark here. This bolt is the pin that holds the spring tension on it. So when we install the tool, we'll be hooking onto the spring to relieve tension. I'll show you that in just a minute. And then we can take that bolt and the other 3 out to wheel the cover open, install our lockout, and then put it back together. So let's dig into this. So with the assembly clamped in a bench vise, you wanna have this mark up here in the 1 o'clock position. This is the retaining pin that holds the spring tension. You'll take these 3 out and only loosen this one. So let me show you how the tool goes in. So first we'll cut the zip tie out of the way here, and then install the safety bolt in here. This would keep this from coming apart this way with the spring releasing energy radially here. So anyways, this doesn't have to be tight, just a nut and bolt as a preventative measure in case that comes apart. So just finger tight, good to go there. Now with the tool, this hook will hook in the end tab of the spring here, just above the pin. So we'll get the hook on the end of the spring tab here, and then with the ratchet on loosen here, we can pick up the 3/8 drive hole in it and basically pull this around. So what you're gonna see is it exposes these circular holes here, and the retainer for the tool looks like a music note. You put that in this circle here, around there, and now it holds itself, holds the tension against the reluctor wheel. So you can take your ratchet out. Now there's no tension on the spring against the pin. So around front, we can then loosen all of the bolts. As a reminder, we are only going to loosen this bolt and remove the other 4. So this last bolt I'm removing, the top one, is different than the other 3. It is the pin that holds the end of the spring here. First we remove the safety bolt, and with the 4 bolts out, we can wheel this out of the way. Now this is the VVT lockout. This one's from AMP, but BTR, Cammotion, Comp Cams, everybody sells these either in a full lockout or a 4-degree or a 10-degree limiting variant. So you take this part and it fits into these in this lower slot here. So you just put it in, slide that guy in, and it's a full lockout. Now if it was a limiter, then there would still be some space where these vanes could pivot in here for cam movement, but this lockout fills the entire space so that this can never move relative to the cam gear. With that, we roll it back together. Remember that the one with the pin tip goes in this 1 o'clock hole. All right, we torqued these bad boys to 85 inch-pounds in a crisscross pattern, just like tightening the wheel on a car. Okay, so like GM recommends, we're gonna stick a zip tie back through here just to hold this assembly together until it goes back on the car. So now with the ratchet back into the tool here, this pulls the spring tension over to remove the keeper. This bears back against the pin, and we're all done. One other thing I wanted to talk about, not related to this tool, this came out of a used LT1 I'm putting in my own car. Now I took a good look at this and noticed, oh, some of these cam teeth are laid over a little bit. And not all of them though, right? 3 good ones, 2, 3, 4 laid over, 1 good one, etc. So I thought, oh man, they must have been ramming this thing on the 2-step or really messed something up. What's funny though is I ordered a brand new one from GM, and sure enough, brand new in the package, same situation. 3 good ones in a row, laid over, laid over, laid over. So that must just be the shape they take when they machine it from GM new. So that's everything for today. For any more helpful tips, visit our website, ictbillet.com, and max your swap.